My name is Faizul Islam, Department of Educational Technology and Engineering, University of Frontier Technology, Bangladesh. How are you, sir? How are you, my dear friends? But in our country, some people live, they are not good. Yet we cannot try to see them. They cannot get proper food, clothes, shelters, and education. They are not Bangladeshi, they are come from Myanmar, we call them Rohingya. Even the government of Myanmar cannot accept them as a citizen. So today's my topic is Rohingya education. Here's some picture of people of Rohingya and children. Current state. Over 4 lakh Rohingya children live in refugee camps in Bangladesh. Over 4 lakh children migrate. Around 3 lakh are in informal learning center. The rest are out of schools. Around 3 lakh out of 4 lakh. Okay. Most education is non-formal and lacks proper certification. Here informal, here non-formal. No need explain formal, informal, and non-formal. Our respected teacher, Ashraf Chamak sir, give us knowledge about this. Okay. Next, funding cuts in 2025 forced many centers to shut down or reduce lots. Girls and older children ages 50 to 80 face the highest drop rate. Only 21% of Rohingya age 12 to 18 are still in school. Still, only 21% students are still now school. 100% minus 21%. That means 79% students are dropouts. They cannot go to school properly. Education is mostly limited to basic literacy with few options for secondary or vocational learning. If you feel like a Rohingya student, you can relate it very closely. Educational challenges. Overcrowded refugee camps, limited infrastructure are space for educational facilities, lacks of qualified teachers, insufficient training for education in refugee camp, language barrier. Obviously, language barrier because they are not Bangladeshi. They are not Bangladeshi. Their language is Burmese. Okay, that's why language varies. The children often struggle to understand the language of instruction. I explained it. Trauma and psychological impact. Is it not normal? Trauma and psychological impact? Obviously, it's not. Now, I stand a graph about Bangladeshi student versus Rohingya student. Okay, in primary level, 97% Bangladeshi students go to school for her primary education. Other hand, only 75% Rohingya children go to school for her primary education. Secondary education. Only 71% Bangladeshi students go go to for her secondary educated, and only 51% Rohingya children can get secondary educated. Higher education. 53% Bangladeshi students can get higher educated. Other hand, only 24% Rohingya children can get higher educated. I repeat, not only 24%, it's less than, somehow less than 24%. Okay. Higher education. Educational system of Rohingya issues. Here, I present some level and background language and opportunities. Primary education by national curriculum. They learn Burmese, English, and mathematics. Opportunities. Thousands of children attend and get basic literacy. Secondary education, minor curriculum covering math, English, social work, science, and others. Language is Burmese and English, slowly expanding. Some children now continue to secondary education. Higher education, no recognized college or university. Some online courses, UNHCR and Coursera. Oh, what is UNHCR? United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Now, the refugee and the sufferers need some help. When some helping organizations like UNICEF, Save the Children's Brand, and NRC can help them. UNICEF leading role in setting up thousands of learning centers, training teachers, and piloting the minor college. Save the Children major partner in Cox's Bazar education sector run many learning spaces for Rohingya children. Brand, one of the largest NGOs in Bangladesh. We know everyone about brand. One of the largest NGOs in Bangladesh heavily involved in informal education for Rohingya and host communities. NRC provides formal and non-formal education, vocational training, and youth skill development. Why our respected teacher gives me this topic? Why not others? Because this topic is related with me, like empowerment and skill development, future pathway, quality improvement, and others. Empowerment and skill development. Teaching platform include vocational training, modules to build skills relevant for future livelihood, future pathways, skill in technology and engineering can prepare Rohingya youth for global employment, reducing marginalization, quality improvement, bring international curricula and expertise in camp settings. Are you guys voting for a helping? Really? But how? If there had been one of their revolutionaries, maybe, not sure. Maybe the ending would have been better. Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Johnson. These people are not for this topic. I represent them on symbol of revolution. I sincerely thank you all for your kind attention. Please pardon my mistake. And here references. Knowledge is best when shared. There's open the floor for discussion. Question, please.